Have you been dreaming about traveling to Nice, France? Or have you been wanting to just take a trip to the French Riviera in general? Well, it is a very beautiful area, and I'm really glad I got to go there. But there are 5 tips that I wish I had known before I went there that I want to share with you in today's video so that you'll be prepared and ready to take that trip. So make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing with you a really awesome restaurant that you all have to check out if you get the opportunity to go to Nice. So let's get into it. For the first tip, uh, day trips are really easy to take when you're in the French Riviera. So just because you're in one city doesn't mean you're tied down to just that one place. You can easily get on a train or a bus and go to a neighboring city or area to add a little bit more variety to your trip. For example, when I was in Nice, I went to this cool city called Juan-les-Pins, and I was able to go and explore their sandy beaches and see what they had to offer that was different from Nice. For tip number 2, if you're going to Italy or Monaco, which are both very near by Nice, you don't have to take your passport with you. You can just leave it at your hotel or Airbnb. When it comes to traveling to Monaco and Italy, they're both in what is called the Schengen area. And so that means if you're already past the security checks in France, which is part of the Schengen area, then you can just easily go to Monaco or Italy or any other place that is in the Schengen area. The only exception to that is if you're going to the casino in Monaco, the Monte Carlo casino, and you want to gamble, you will have to show your passport because there's a 19th century law that was created by the Monaco Prince Charles III, and he prohibited the Monegasque people from gambling there. So, if you want to gamble, you have to prove that you're not a local Monegasque person. For tip number 3, I would bring some rubber shoes with me because a lot of the beaches in Nice are very rocky and painful to walk on. So if you have some rubber shoes that you can put on and use while you're at the beach, it's going to really benefit you because then you'll be able to walk around freely and you can go back and forth from the water and you won't have to worry about walking barefoot on those sharp rocks. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips like this. Fourth tip that I wish I had known before going to Nice is that there is a bus line that you can get on. It's called the bus line number 600, and you can buy a pass, or it's referred to in French as the ticket Azur, for €2.50, and you can get on the bus in Nice, and the line goes all the way from Nice to Menton, and it stops in all the major cities along the way. So you can get on and off along that line using that pass as you wish, and you can explore as many cities along there as you want. And I did not know about this before going to Nice, and so this bus line takes about 2 hours to ride on in its entirety. But what's awesome about it is there's so much scenery along the way that you can take a look at that you won't be able to see if you're on a train. And so overall, this is a great, cheap way to explore the main cities in the French Riviera while also getting to have a scenic ride along the French coast. For tip number 5, I would strongly recommend checking out the restaurant in Nice called Chez Pipo. And this restaurant is very well known in the French Riviera. It was actually featured on an episode of Rick Steves Europe, and that's for good reason. This restaurant has a lot of um, French, Southern French cuisine, like pain bagnat and soca, which is like a fried uh, chickpea bread, which is really, really tasty. But the restaurant has awesome prices, and you get to try a little bit of many of the foods for not a lot of money. And so this restaurant, when I went to Nice, there were a couple of days where it was closed, and I only ended up being able to go there once before I left. And it was kind of a bummer because I really enjoyed myself, and I wish I had been able to go back there at least once more. So, if you're in Nice, please, please, please go check out the Chez Pipo restaurant because it is just a great way to sample just a little bit of every main piece of French, Southern French cuisine. So before you leave for your trip to Nice, be sure to check out my other video where I outline 5 must-have items that you need to bring with you before you leave for your trip so that you'll be well prepared. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.